Mac, we've been interviewing you over a couple of years now, so when you get days or weeks like this, there must be a great deal of job satisfaction.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because if you just look at the kids, they're having the most brilliant time, and to do this just gives me most joy to do it. It's wonderful.
Do you find you have a growing band of PCSOs who are really keen to do things like this?
Oh yeah, we do. In fact, in the station, the MPT team have got quite a lot of PCSOs coming down here. So it's not just the ones we've just seen here, but we've sort of worked out on the shift basis on what day they're going to turn up. So it's sort of worked out well, and that is our own involvement with the younger people, out there, so we get to know them not just on the streets, but we actually get to engage with them as well.
How will you gauge whether this week is a success or not?
Well, by the time we finish, we'll sort of have a feedback, and then we'll sort of have a debrief as well. But looking at so far, how, from the days we've just spent, and the reception we've got from the kids, they're having a wonderful time, and the weather has treated us fine, so we can't really complain about that.
We have the government are making public sector cuts, and I know difficult to answer a political question. Do you worry about whether you'll all be here next year, so to speak?
Well, it's really hard to answer, but hopefully, I think, but when we give our returns, because this project we're running now, being part of the Unite project, is funding we received earlier, and hopefully, when we give our feedback on what how it's gone, they might, put in some money, and then we carry on, because I think it's something we need to be doing. It's not just that you can't just cut off that kind of fund for it, but I don't know, and we'll just have to wait and see.
This week, and what are you going to be doing?
Right, this week we have been doing activities of all sorts. We've been doing water sports, we've been doing climbing, we've been doing abseiling, we've been doing team games, and all the children are mixing with each other, getting to know each other. And today we're doing a lot of on the river, on the lakes. We're doing waterboarding, we're doing canoeing, we're doing banana boating. It literally is getting these kids that might not be able to do these things and getting them to challenge themselves.
And I mean, the children are from Averley, South Africa, and Perfleet, but we're not that far away, yet there's this fantastic resource. Did they know all about this?
Some of them do, but because this is in another area, this is not actually in our area, this is not, because we're in Thurrock, this actually is in Havering, and so, but it is open to everybody, but this is such a wonderful camp. Yep.
And you're a PCSO, been a PCSO for 3 years. Is this a core part of what you do?
Yes, yeah. I like to think so. I've always been interested in getting the youth. I like to make sure that they're safe on the streets, and just to get them to know me and I get to know them. That's my job, a community officer. Yes.
PCSO, Lynn was talking about kids getting together, working together. How do you gauge success in a work like this?
I think the best way to gauge success is just from the young people that are taking part. They've really enjoyed themselves. They seem to be getting involved in all the activities. We've had no problems at all. Everyone's really working together, and they're all from different areas as well, which is fantastic because they've all really sort of gelled together. And yeah, as I say, with the activities that have been going on, they've been really getting the most out of it. So the best way for us to gauge the success is just by the smiles on their faces, because yeah, they've been constant right the way through.
Do you find that organisations like Youth and Connections, is this part of your core work?
Yeah, I mean, one of our the big factors of our work is tying in with other agencies and all working together, and it's something that we're trying to do a lot more of, and have been actively doing a lot more of in the last year. So yeah, this is a big part of our work, and we want to sort of work with PCSOs. And this has been a really good opportunity for us to do that, for us to link our work together. We're already talking about other residentials as well, and other ways we can work together in the future. So it's good for us to sort of build a relationship that we can sort of carry on for the future.
And saying, would you like to get kids from other areas? I know the kids here at Averley, South Auckland and Perfleet. Would you like to get kids from the Tilbury area and Corringham areas involved?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the more of the areas that we can get involved, the better. I mean, this has been successful, so maybe next time we can sort of stretch it right across Thurrock, get everyone involved, and yeah, definitely to get sort of kids from the Tilbury area involved. They haven't. Sometimes a bit reluctant to leave Tilbury, so it'd be great to get them out here in the open air and doing all the activities. Kayaking and water sporting and stuff.